And hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great weekend. Move back a little bit. And welcome to the Talking with Dashing Foxie show. Hello, I am Dashing. Surprise! I didn't know. But, so, today it is all about the C word, or the H word, or anything that you celebrate word. We have a great show for you here tonight with some great things, some great people, and hopefully we'll get some phone calls. So, welcome to the Talking with Dashing Foxie show. I'm just trying to make sure everything's good here. We're all good. I feel really bad. I was supposed to have a special guest on tonight, but sadly he got sick. So, darn flu. So, it's not really, this isn't really a surprise show. So, hopefully you guys got the discussion message that I post on YouTube. I don't know if those things really go out, unless if you're really following the person, like, a lot. I don't think those things really go out that well. And I kind of wish they did, because if you're subscribed to my channel, I'm pretty sure that you want to know what's going on my channel. But I don't think that's how they play it, which is really weird. So I'm going to have to post this on a couple different things. But really, like, it's really weird, like, on how YouTube does that. They do those discussion things, and I don't think anybody really looks at it. I mean, I guess it makes sense, because, you know, it's kind of like, not really, like, big and whatever. But, you know, I'm hoping that people saw it, and I hope today we could talk about Christmas and do all that other stuff. I would have started earlier, but technical difficulty stopped to me like usual. So let me just go to my Twitter and share this all. Just give me a second here, because I didn't get a chance to share anything except for the eggnog that I prepared. So let's see. Paste. Oh, well, maybe I didn't. Yeah, there you go. Okay, paste that. Okay, so, it's holiday season. It's the rush of the new year coming. It's the everything going on time. It is pull out your hair. Pull out everything, you know. Get angry. No, I'm kidding. Don't get angry. This is Christmas and all these other things. So, really, you know, the one thing I do want to say, it is a hectic time of the year. You know, it's not like the pictures that you see that where it's like, oh yeah, you know, you got Christmas time. You get to see your grandmother, and you get to see it with hot cocoa and greatness and all that other stuff. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to lie to you. That's kind of a lie. Christmas is chaotic. It can be very chaotic. Like today, I just had an argument with my friend or my roommate, and we were arguing about eggs, about how we should put eggs into a container or how we should put it in. And then he started getting angry, and I started. It was just a heated argument. Not really a heated argument, but it was all about stupid eggs. And this is what this holiday does to you. It makes you go crazy. And you don't think about it. You know, you think that, you know, you get to see all your family. You get to see all your relatives. And, you know, it's going to be happy-go-lucky. Well, you're wrong. Okay, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. It's not like Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving actually went really good. There was no hiccups. There was no, oh, I forgot the eggs. I need eggs. I got to run to the store ASAP. I got to pick up that last minute present. No. So what I've learned from any sort of Christmas, that it's never going to be as planned. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are anybody who is rich. Christmas will never go as planned. So, to counteract that, there's a couple things that I like to do to counteract the things that don't go according to plan. And I have a book for it, but it's back where I used to live. But it's called the Don't Stress Out on the Holidays. So what I usually do whenever, things are starting to get really hectic for the holidays, which they do. They always do. This is the time of the year that everybody's out there. Grandma is on her wheelchair or anyone, and they're going down aisles. They're trying to pick out that Christmas present. I don't care if Johnny wants it. I'm going to punch him, and I'm going to take the stuff. Black Friday happened. It's all chaotic just for Christmas. And the sad part is, this is the true thing about it. You get these people who are overextended themselves. They max out their credit cards and go, "Oh man, I need that gift for Johnny." But you don't need that gift. This is the one thing I wish Christmas was like Thanksgiving in that aspect. Thanksgiving, you get a chance to be with family, and there's no pressure on getting any sort of gift. For Christmas, it's all about the pressure. If the dinner doesn't turn out right, then you're going to have a bad review. Well, it's kind of like a restaurant when everybody comes over Christmas. And Christmas is more of instead of an intermediate family, you get like the whole family that comes because they want to celebrate it for, like New Year's. One of my best friends, he calls me and says, "Oh, well, we have over like 30 people coming to our thing." I'm like, 30 people? How do you do it? Because it gets insane because everybody's traveling and everyone's so chaotic. And the one thing about Christmas, too, that really gets me is that everybody has to make like some sort of statement like, "I got the better gift for that guy." "Oh, yeah, you did? Oh, well, I got him a $100 gift card at this. Oh, man, now I got to step up my game for next year." Well, step back and just relax. If you don't give them the best gift, who cares? Gifts are a bonus. Like, how like in video games you get a bonus life and you're like, yeah. Well, that's exactly what Christmas should be. It's like, "Oh, I get a gift, and it's not my birthday. Bonus." And that's it. You walk away. Now you get these kids out there, and I was a kid once, and I think everybody was a kid here once, hopefully. Or unless if you're still a kid. And, you get the gift that you really didn't expect. You get the gift that is just horrendous. And you're like, "I really didn't want a football, but I'll take it," Don't be the person who's going, "I don't like this gift. It's awful. I didn't want this football." I mean, I remember one year I got 2 footballs. And I do remember crying over it, and I was stupid. And I'm not gonna be afraid to admit it. I was stupid. Because what I should have realized is that it's the thought that counts, not the gifts that count, And even going into adulthood, it's a different feeling than Christmas. Because adulthood, for Christmas when you're a kid, you get off for school. It's kind of like one of those mandatory dates that you get off. You get off like from, I know our school, we got off like the 20th to like January 2nd or the 3rd, depending if it was on a weekend, which I always liked it on a weekend because, because you get an extra day off if it's like on a Monday. But the one thing that I've noticed, like from being a kid to now, it's kind of like, yeah, Christmas is here. I love Christmas, but it's not as exciting as it was. It's just not. And the one thing that really makes it, because, when you're a kid, you're excited. You're getting gifts. You're getting all this presents. You're getting everything from it. But now, since you're an adult, you kind of just like get you get money. I mean, I realize I get like maybe $40 or 50 extra bucks. And then I realize, woo? I mean, it's not really like a special occasion. I mean, it's a thank you. I always appreciate money wherever it comes from. But Christmas isn't as special when you're an adult turning into like from a kid's aspect. And I feel like a kid too, you're not like obligated to do everything when you're an adult. Adulting sucks. Don't grow up, kids. This is my PSA. Don't grow up. Just stay where you're at, you know. Do what other people do, you know. Stay in high school for an extra 4 years. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't. You pass those tests, Johnny. But really, it's a crazy thing to think about. But, I don't feel the Christmas spirit this year. I don't know if it's because we don't have our decorations up yet and everybody's been lazy and I don't have my car. Or maybe it's because there's no Christmas songs playing right now. And, Christmas songs, they play all over the station. But I just haven't really been feeling the Christmas spirit this Christmas. It's kind of like I'm neutral about it. Because I have to work on Christmas. And because what I was really hoping for the Scurrow thing to really like make it happen, but since Scurrow had to cancel because of his sickness, it sucks. But you can't always get what you want, I guess. But no, really, it's one of those things that Christmas is to the eye of the beholder, and there is some people out there who just love Christmas, and it's a special time of the year. And, I feel like I love Christmas, but it gets hectic sometimes. Especially when you're adulting. It gets overwhelming. It really does. And, I mean, it's hard to explain, but it really is. Because this is like my very first year that I'm really, really adulting. And when you're really adulting, you can't really like do everything that you want. Like before, I used to go see my parents all the time, and now it's kind of like, well, I see them when I get a chance to. I mean, I work a lot, so I just got a new job and stuff. But Christmas is one of those times of the years that it's supposed to feel magical, but I don't know. When you're an adult, it doesn't feel as magical. Maybe it's because I'm always working. Maybe it's because, maybe we need something magical. Maybe Santa needs to pop in here, which I would feel like that'd be great, but I have nothing scheduled. I was hoping to get somebody, but nobody could come on at short, late notice. But it's whatevs. Okay. I will be opening up the phone lines a little bit later. And then next week, we will be having Scurrow on as planned, because I was supposed to have the plan for it, but he got sick, so he'll be on. He'll be having a musical. He'll be doing music. He'll be singing. He'll be doing all the other stuff next week, and he'll be on a Saturday, because that's the time that he has. So, I'm just hoping more people start showing up here. I feel like this wasn't even like last minute thing. I was hoping that people would, start showing up, but, it's whatevs. So, the one thing I do have to say, though, about Christmas, I'll give you more intent, and hopefully later we can maybe have some phone calls come in, and we can really talk a little bit more about the subject, but, because I want to have a whole entire thing about what's your favorite Christmas moment. And Christmas moments are always different to other people. Personally, my favorite Christmas moment of all time would be whenever I actually got my very first Xbox, and I remember it being such a special time. And I remember just playing it like until like 12 o'clock at midnight or even later. And, the one thing about my parents, which I'm glad that they did, there was not really a time set schedule. So I played that sucker forever. But really, like, moments that really should hit my heart, I guess, are family moments. But I have a huge family moment, and I always remember this. Okay, so we were all sitting at the dinner table, and this was about, I don't know, about when I was like 10. And I remember my mom and dad was, I remember my mom and dad were eating at the dinner table, and we had these terrible forks. They were the worst forks of all time. And I remember my dad breaking one. And, you know, it's fine. It's all good. And then he broke another one. And then I just started laughing. I mean, this is probably my favorite Christmas season because I remember laughing and just hysterically laughing because the second fork broke. And I remember actually the third fork that broke, snot coming out of my nose. And my gram, like, she got all angry at me. And she's like, "You're never eating at this dinner table again." And that was actually the last time I ate at the dinner table with my family, because I just started busting out laughing. And because every time that he would grab that fork and then he would put it into his turkey, it would just break. And snot came out of my nose, and it was funny to me. And that was probably one of the most funniest Christmas times I've ever had, because it was a different change of pace. And that was when I was banded at the dinner table. And the one thing about it too that always got me too, I remember it wasn't the same exact forks, but I remember them bringing out the forks, and I remember my gram was like, "No, you can't bring out them. Bring out something else, or Dan will." I mean, well, it wasn't my name, Dashing, but he will laugh, and then snot will come out of his nose, and everybody will go, "Ugh." So that's probably my favorite Christmas story, and it's one of those things that will always last with me. And Christmas should always last with you. You know, it's a day of, you know, kind of like Thanksgiving, but with presents. I mean, it should be Thanksgiving times 2, because you get the presents. And I just wish it wasn't so chaotic anymore. I just wish. I mean, yeah, you can go shopping online, but, you know, shopping online and going to a store are like two different things. You get two different experiences. Every time I shop online, I feel like I'm just cheating myself, because I'm not getting the full experience of having somebody, you know, push me out of the way, or somebody, you know, saying anything. Because shopping online, it's just a click on the button. There's nothing. It's exciting, I guess, to shop online when you get a good deal. Like, I've had good deals online that where I'm like, yeah, it's great. But whenever you go to the store, it just feels more personable. Like, I go to the store and I'm like, yes, I got the thing that I wanted. But, you know, now since the internet, you know, you can't really go to a store and buy furry art. If you, Walmart, could you please pick that up, or somebody, please just, but, you know, have a standout and say, artwork, and I'll be like, yeah, because I'll go to Walmart all the time. I hate Walmart, like, or go anywhere. I refuse to go to Walmart for any Christmas shopping. I refuse to go to like Target, any of the big names. Like, I'm okay with going to the mall occasionally, because the mall is more of, you know, like, you get a variety of things. But every time I go to Walmart and I think they're going to have it, they never have it. And those people are just, some of those people are mean. Like, every time I try to ask for something, it's like, nope, no, we don't have that. It's like, you didn't even look. No, I know for sure we do not have that product. It's like, and you know, I feel like that's another reason why people are going online. There's no human contact. You know, you just press a button and then it appears at your door. It's like a genie or something. a genie that, it's like me because I work at the post office. But the one thing about it, though, is that you have to really, like, take into consideration of the, the environment, I guess. Because I feel like also stores, and why I think people don't like going out to stores anymore, is because of the simple fact is, it's everything so commercialized. I mean, it's like you go in there and it's like they want you to buy like 50 different things, and you're getting forced to like buy the stuff that you didn't even think you wanted. And then you go home. Like, I've done this at the store. I mean, I know I've done like 1 or 2 times that where I'll be in the middle of the store and there'll be like an advertisement for candy, and I'll be going home going, why did I buy this candy? I didn't want candy. I'm trying to lose weight, not gain it. And I feel like that's another thing that the store, but I guess it could go the same way with the internet, but I feel like the internet's more controlled, because the internet, you have to click on it. And I feel like for people to click on some things are like, I don't want to click on that. That might be scam. So, I mean, maybe it's a little bit safer in the internet, but I know people out there who, do shopping online and they're like, I didn't even remember ordering that. Like, it's crazy, but I didn't remember ordering this. And yes, it occasionally happens. You'll be in the middle of it and you'll be getting excited, I guess. But I've never done that. I've never really done that online. Like, I've never really looked online that much to be like, gotta get that for my aunt in Wisconsin. Yep, totally. So, but, I feel like presents are, I feel like they're too obligated now. What if I don't have money? I don't want to be spending all this money on all this stuff that you might use or you might not. And it's a true fact. You spend all this money on stuff and then you give it to the person, and then because there's people out there that will return stuff because I don't like this, and then they'll go return it. No. If it's a Christmas gift, and even if you don't like it, I still don't think that you should do it. So let's take a look to see if we have any comments down below. We have Max. Soon all the customer service and physical stores will be automatic drones. Well, I hope not. That would be terrible. And Howdy. Howdy, Max. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're going to be having a good Christmas, too. But the one thing about it, too, is Christmas is also one of those times of the year that, like I was saying, gifts are obligated, I feel like you get pushed into buying gifts. Did you buy Johnny a gift? I don't know if you bought Johnny a gift yet. I think Cousin Ed over there, too, needs a gift, Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Because then you get the last-minute Christmas shoppers. Because I don't care who you are, there's always going to be that one person you missed. I've done it. I've only Christmas shopped 3 times in my life. And every time I Christmas shop, I cringe. Because I know who's going to be the one who's going to be left out of this Christmas time. Like, all the time. It's like, you'll have the list and you'll be like, I got 2 presents for him. I got 2 presents for him. Oh, shoot, I forgot to get another present for him. And that's the adult part of it, Because I feel like that's why adults kind of hate it. Because they're obligated to buy all these gifts. And in a way, I wish they weren't. But, I get it. So, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I'm just going to get gifts. I don't need to buy anybody anything. There's no pressure here. I just go open the gifts. This is great. But then I say whenever you like establish yourself, that's when you realize Christmas is like a sham. It's like you got slapped in the face by reality. And reality sucks. I wish reality would just go in a corner and die. But it's adulting. And everyone has to do it. And you're going to eventually do it. So let's see if we have any more comments here. Oh no, we already said that. Didn't buy Johnny a gift, but bought Eddie 3. See, that's exactly it. And then you'll get that cousin. Yeah, I swear to gosh, there's a person in my family. Her name is, well, Her name's Amanda. Well, she probably will never watch this. But every time that she got something, she always got the greatest things. And then you'd find like, one year she got a printer, she got a cell phone, and she got something else. And she's like, well, I kind of wanted something else. You know, I wanted to tie it all in with, you know, like one of those Bluetooth things. And I'm like, just be happy that you got the printer, the cell phone, and all this other stuff. And I was running on an old 1990 cell phone, in my opinion. It was like one of those flip phones, you know, the kind that where you have to like press like the button like 3 times just to get the dang B or C on. So, you know, and you're going to get these in every family. You're going to get the ones that are like the jerks that are like, I didn't get enough. I think that you should have spent a little bit more money on me and a little bit less money on them. And it sucks because, you know, you feel bad because you're like, now I just bought all this stuff and now you're not even appreciating it. And the one thing that I always say, if it's returnable, don't return a Christmas gift. Because that kind of like does it. Unless if it's clothes. Clothes are a whole different story, you know. If it doesn't fit, you can always return it, trade it in for something new, and they're not going to get mad because it's clothes. You bought it an extra small. I'm not going to be walking out there going, yeah, hey, yeah, this is great. I got a size too small here, and I can't move my arms. No, don't do that. You can return clothes. But if it's something like a video game. Now, a video game is very, like, on the scale here. Because you get the grandma who doesn't know about video games. And she will go out and she'll do this. Well, that video game's $20. That's a steal, right? And then you'll go play it for like 2 minutes. You'll go, this game's awful. Why did my grandma even buy a video game? Does she even know what the concept of a video game is? It's like, so, you know, the limit on the video games that you can actually trade it in my opinion, is about like maybe like a month after. Because if you go and trade it in, you know, you're not going to get a lot for it, but they're also not going to get depressed because they're going to forget that they got you the video game. Because it was from that $20 bin that Walmart has that you'll never like ever be around. Or you'll see like Carnival game or whatever, like stupid games that you'll never want to play. Now, this brings me up to another point. If you're buying people gifts, unless if you can't afford it, don't buy from Dollar General. Don't go to a dollar store and go, I got Johnny the perfect gift, one of those, you know, dartboards that are magnet. Oh man, that's going to look so good. No, he's never going to play with that. Newsflash. Just, if you're going to have to go to the dollar store, just don't buy gifts. Tell them, you know, you're financially incapable of buying gifts, you know, because Johnny's not going to appreciate that. And I feel bad for saying that, but Johnny is not going to appreciate that. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to throw that in the dumpster. And I feel bad for saying that, but it's kind of one of those things that is so true to every form of fashion. I don't think buying dollar store stuff should be a thing. Unless if if it's in your wheelhouse and you have to buy it, then go ahead. But I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to appreciate that. And I feel bad for saying that, but it's kind of true. Let's see. When in doubt, get a gift card. Well, I mean, you can always do that. Gift cards are all a big thing, and you can definitely get gift cards. Gift cards are a very nice thing, even if you get it for $10. See, that's what I would rather want than that stupid toy that I'm never going to play with when I'm a kid. I mean, because that's just kind of how it works. Gift cards, at least I can go and spend it on something I want, you know, not opposed to forcing my will on the dollar store stuff. So I feel like that's a good idea. You know, gift cards are good. Cash, I don't like cash. I don't like giving present as a cash. Even if everybody else does, I just don't like it. I feel like there's no thought in the cash. Like, you know, at least with gift cards, there's a thought to it. You got to think about what store they go to. You got to think about what they do. But with cash, it's like, I don't care. Just take my money and shut up. I don't like that. There's no personal, like, interest in cash or a check. Like, I mean, you can do it. I'm not going to say that you can't, but I just feel like there's no personal, like, connection when you're giving cash. There's no, I was thinking about you because I was in Barnes & Noble and I really like your reading. Oh, that's really nice. Not, oh, here's $5. Go do whatever you want. Whatevs. It's like, that's just not really a thoughtful thing to give. And, you know, unless if you're really stumped on what to get them, because you don't want to go out and buy something that is going to be like, I don't really like this. So, you know, if you're really stumped and you really don't know the person, cash is a good option. Or, you know, a gift card to like a gas station is very useful because they're going to eventually go get gas. They're going to, you know, even a kid, like, I kind of like the idea of giving a kid like some sort of like gas coupon, but not like gas, but like, you know, for like a convenience store. Because after school, you know, they're hungry, you know, and their mom isn't always going to have fruit snacks at the whim and go, yeah, you're home, let's get some apples. No, just give them something like that. They'll appreciate it and they're going to use it. You know, I always feel bad whenever I don't use any sort of thing like, you know, gift cards or anything, because it's kind of one of those things. It's like, you bought me something, whack. Now I'm not using it. And I've done that a couple times, and you know, I still feel bad. I remember having a Dick's Sporting Goods card that I still haven't used, and it's probably so expired. It's probably as old as me. I don't know. So, but yeah, no, gift cards are a great idea. Money, I'll give money on the scale of 1 to 10 a 3 because I don't think it's personal. So we have your grandma, you know, like I told you, the video games that where she goes out and buys one of those terrible video games for you. And, you know, you want to trade it in a month period time for that, in my opinion. A month because you get a chance to play it and you say, I don't like it. I don't, you know, it's not really for me. Really the best gift that somebody ever gave me of the video game. And I remember it. And I remember asking for it. And it was completely a shock because they said that they didn't have enough money for it, but I got it anyway. Was Need for Speed Outrun. I love that game. That game was great. It was like, oh, Need for Speed Run. That's right. It's Need for Speed Run. And I remember getting that game, and I was so shocked. So I'm going to open up the phone lines now if you guys want to call in. My phone number is 1717-839-3684. You can give me a call, talk about your favorite gifts that you've ever gotten, or your favorite memories. You know, there's a lot of memories that you can possibly have with this. And, you know, you can even tell me an adult moment that you were like, oh, shoot, this is an adult moment. Because I feel like everyone has that, like, snap into reality. Like, darn, this is an adult thing now. Darn. You know. Because my very first Christmas that I didn't get, like, gifts. Like, I only got, like, shirts and stuff. And don't get me wrong, clothes. I like clothes because they're practical. I'm going to wear clothes. It's very nice. But during Christmas, I want, like, clothes and maybe like a toy. Not like a toy, but, you know, like something that I can actually have fun with. You know, I just feel like that would be very good, you know, whatever. But let's see if we have any more comments. But again, you guys can call in. You could do that. And if you're liking this, please share this around to your friends and try to get more people in here. Let's start talking about more about holidays. Yeah, holidays, you know. Holidays are fun. So let's see. Take the money and shut up. And I'm still laughing at that one. There you go. See, I'm glad somebody's laughing at one of my jokes. I actually did it. I gotta call my mom now. No, I'm kidding. Terrible jokes. Okay, let's see. But really, no. The one thing that Christmas does bring to us is the decorations too. Okay, when you're an adult, I feel like when you're a kid, you get to appreciate those those great moments of decoration, you know. You get to work with your father, and you get to, you know, have fun times. You know, stub your thumb. No, I'm kidding. You don't do that. You know, whenever we were decorating for the holidays, it was always a chore. And that's what my dad always did. He always looked at it as a chore. Everything that we had to do for Christmas was a chore. And I never really understood that until I'm an adult. And then when I started decorating stuff, I'm like, man, I don't want to do this. This is a chore right now. I don't want to be putting stupid bulbs on the trees. But they look nice. I'm not going to lie. Whenever you see a tree and you with all the bulbs and the lights, and it's like, wow, that's a beautiful tree. But like, I had to put so much effort into this. Was it worth it? I mean, it's worth it at the end, but at the beginning, I'm complaining and griping all the time, going, I don't want to do this. I want to go play video games. I want to do something with my life, not be, you know, tied up with this. Even if video games are probably not doing something in your life, unless if you're like Sonic Fox and you make money while doing it. But I don't make money while doing it. I just want to play video games. Is that so wrong? I mean, like, and you know, there's fake trees. I like fake trees, you know. Some of them look really nice, but I feel like that's cheating. That has to be cheating. If there was a rule book for making Christmas trees, that right there would be cheating. I mean, it doesn't look bad, it doesn't. It's just you're cheating. The lights are already on it. You plug it into the wall and then you're like, I'm already halfway done. This is great. No. But I'm not going to diss those people because there's a lot less cleanup, which is another cheating thing. But it's very nice. It can be very festive. Don't get one of those small ones. Don't be one of those people that get like this tall one and you're like, that's my Christmas tree. Yay. No. Go if you're going to put up a Christmas tree, put it up right. Just get a full one. Unless if you're living in a dorm or something, that's understandable. But don't get a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. You know, just, you know, try to effort. That's what I demand, is effort. Okay, let's see if we have any more comments. Nah, good stuff still comes from Shaggy Guy who cooks from his garage. Well, see, okay. Now, we talked about the tree, and you know, I'm going to talk about how the lawn ornaments and stuff, and how people are getting lazy. But cooking is such a big deal during Christmas. Okay, and I'll give you a perfect example. At my old family house, it would be always my gram who cooked. My mom did it one time, and they're like, this food tastes a little bit off. Like, somebody started that. And it's like, you know, you're eating a free meal. Let's not try to be, you know, unless if that free meal is terrible. And to tell you the truth, I've had some terrible free meals. I'm not going to lie about that. I've had some terrible, it's like, this is really good. Not, you know, like, and then you're going to the bathroom every 2 minutes because you're trying to spit it out, you know, and you're going to get that occasionally. You're going to get the terrible meals and stuff like that. But if it's okay, don't complain about it. Don't go, well, the squash over there was a little bit runny. Well, I needed to be at a 185 degrees instead of 184. Thank you for noticing. But see, this is what people do during the holidays. They, instead of like caring about like family, they start critiquing everything. They start critiquing it. And this is what makes the holidays so stressful. You got from critiquing it, and then you got, you know, the family member who does not like it and refuses to eat it. I had one family member who ever done that, and it was a terrible Christmas because it was just terrible all around. It was awful. So if you don't like it, don't go, I don't like the food. You know, just go to the bathroom every once in a while. Spit it into your napkin. There's plenty of options. If you don't like something, you know, you don't have to tell them, I don't like that. It was terrible. Don't do that. Don't make everything worse. than it has to be. This is Christmas. It's supposed to be fun. Why am I not talking about fun stuff? Okay. So we talked about some of the food, which we'll get back to that. I got so much topics here that I can go on for hours and hours. But I really would like for you to call in. My phone number is 1717-839-3684. Give me a call. We can talk about your favorite type of Christmas memories. We could talk about anything that you really enjoyed while growing up on Christmas, or what you really don't like about Christmas. Because there's people out there, or holiday season, whatever you want to call it. There's people out there who really, really just do not like the holidays. And I can agree with that. There's people out there that I can agree with. There's some stuff in this that makes it sound like, oh,
1 9 8
I have a caller,
2
hopefully.
0 1.
Hello, you're on the Talking with Dashing Foxie show.
Hey, Dash.
Hi. Who am I talking to?
Oh, it's me, Sinbad. You don't remember me?
Yes, Sinbad. I remember you, Sinbad. Totally.
So what have you been up to?
Oh, I've been doing my show, getting ready for Christmas, pulling my hair out. You know, I'm bald underneath this, but other than that, I'm doing good.
Same here. Well, my end, basically, though, so you said basically you wanted to ask what are some of my favorite Christmas memories or of moments, actually. Mainly mine, and it's actually just seeing family, or mainly just eating the meals. Oh, it's my most favorite part. Like, the food is really good. But also the gifts, the Christmas gifts, mainly. You get your own Christmas presents and everything.
Okay, so let me...
On my end, I actually pretty much, bought your Christmas presents for the whole family.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you something. What was your favorite Christmas gift that you've ever gotten?
Oh, dear. It goes way back when I was just a little puppy, a kid.
Yeah.
And it was basically some sort of Hot Wheels racetrack. Oh, my God. It brings back memories. It was like some sort of Hot Wheels planet. I used to call it Planet Racetrack. Basically, it was like some sort of steer.
Yeah.
Little Hot Wheels cars in there.
Hot Wheels?
I was a big fan of Hot Wheels way back then. The freaking Hot Wheels cars were awesome.
Yeah, I used to love I used to love Hot Wheels. My favorite Hot Wheel, I had a Lamborghini, and I never opened it until I got another one. And
yeah.
I loved Lamborghinis when I was a little kid, and I remember playing that on a racetrack for hours upon hours. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, now what is your least favorite thing about Christmas now?
Well, you probably know, but since I'm from Quebec, buying stuff and basically the Christmas events, buying stuff and preparing everything for Christmas is pretty much the most, it's really expensive having to prepare for Christmas. Nowadays, pretty much it's really expensive to get all the food you need, preparing the Christmas gifts, getting the wrapping, the friggin' Christmas decorations and all. It's just really expensive.
And, and that's the sad part about Christmas. It got from being it's not as expensive to being worse because of all the gifts and all everything that comes along with it. I mean, it's pretty terrible when it comes to that stuff. Yeah,
it's crazy how malls just everyone's just staying until Black Friday. At the point, I'm sure people have to wear freaking protective gear to avoid being stumped on by crowds.
Yeah, and it's
probably at that point.
And see, that's what I mean. Christmas has got so commercialized, and I'm not saying that it's a terrible thing now. We shouldn't do it, but I think it's a great thing, Christmas, and I think it should be more family oriented, with a bonus of Christmas presents, I hate how everything depends on if you get the Christmas presents now. If you don't, then you're going to go to heck. You're just going to die. Get out of here. We don't want you.
Yeah, nowadays, that's how it is. But at least looking on the bright side, there are sales events like the Black Friday, you know, and Cyber Monday, like, you know, cyber sales and everything. Like, you can basically they actually lower the price of everything, like, at a very low price, like, from one date to another date. And then after that, there's, like, the after Christmas sale, which is known as the Boxing Day.
Yeah.
But Black Friday pretty much just totally took over.
I'm going to tell you right now, buddy.
It's crazy.
I've worked in retail for about 3 years of my life. Those Black Friday sales aren't really Black Friday sales. They hike up the price, then they cut the price, and then they go, hey, you're getting a good deal. Look at that. It's half price, you know. So my recommendation is waiting until the week, or no, right at the new year. That's when everything goes on mega sale, because that's when the companies they've got too much of it, so they just want to get rid of it. That's when the sale really happens. It's a very good time to do it, and there's no crowds. So just remember that. I hate crowds. Crowds are terrible. No.
Yeah, I know it is. Although, oddly enough, even though you're a fursuiter like I am, though, it's odd that you don't like crowds.
Well, I mean, I like crowds in my fursuit, but if I'm out of my fursuit and just me, I don't like crowds. I don't like them. They suck.
That's pretty much what it is for fursuiters. You know, people outside of their fursuit, it's pretty much the same way. Like, they can become, like, very socially shy. That's also one advantage of the fursuiting. Like, it allows you to basically just be, like, a whole other person. That's what it is. It is. Like me, Nerfy is just, I'm usually, like, socially shy from time to time, but Nerfy is just a whole other different category.
Yep. Very true. Very true. And that's the one thing about, you know, fursuits. They're great. Now, I really would like to give a fursuit as a present if it wasn't so much, but I feel like that'd be my dream present. Like, to give someone a fursuit and be like, I got you a fursuit. And
well, eventually, maybe fursuit makers will start making sales probably for holidays. That would be a great... I think, honestly, that could be a good idea, like having sales for holidays, including for fursuit makers. Like, Furry Studios, I don't know if they actually do it, but if we could actually, like, suggest all fursuit makers to have that kind of idea, like, it includes even artists and all, I'm sure they probably would have the brilliant idea to do that.
Okay, so let's do it on our show right now, you know, to all the people who are watching. Start having sales on fursuits and artwork. You'll get an increase of revenue.
Yeah.
But will they do that? Probably not, because they've got a limited slots and it costs enough money to do it itself. And I don't know if anybody would do that. But if they would, I think that would be a good idea. And it would really, you know, even like a new beginning fursuiter, it might like jump them from being like low to actually like being a little bit higher on the, you know, the thing. So, but
I'm sure they would. And it would, although some fursuit makers actually make a living out of fursuit making, such as Anush, the maker of Furry Studios, like the person who created Furry Studios. I know her personally. I knew her in person. She makes a fursuit. She actually makes fursuits for a living.
Yep.
And I understand why she makes the fursuit so expensive. It's because she does make a living out of it.
Yep. So, well, there you go. That idea is shot down in the wind, sadly. It was a good idea when it lasted.
Some people who make fursuits out of a living probably wouldn't lower their prices. Yep. And that I understand.
Yep.
Because they do need money.
Of course. Everyone needs money. It's the ultimate goal in life is to make money. So.
Indeed they do.
Yep. But it was certainly nice talking to you, Sinbad. It's been a while since I heard from you, so it was good talking to you. And I hope you're enjoying this live stream, and I hope to talk to you again in the future.
Yeah, so. Of course. We probably will. We talk to each other again on Telegram, even on voice chat, in fact, if we can.
Yeah, but I'm usually busy at work, so we'll see about that. But, okay, well...
I understand.
Well, thank you, Sinbad, for calling in, and I appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful night.
All right. See you later, and big fluffy hugs. Bye.
Good. Have a dashing night. Thanks for watching.
See you.
Yep, see ya.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, well, that was a very interesting conversation. we've got some more ideas of maybe art. You know, I think artists could literally do an art sale. I think it would actually get them a little bit higher on the chart. Whenever, instead of maybe $80, make it $60, save a $20. It's not going to kill them. Most artists are, I think that's a good idea. To tell you the truth, I think that's a good idea. That's a great idea. First, artists out there, listen to me. Make a day of sell. Like, just cut your price by like $20, but that's not going to kill you. Unless if you're at a fur con, then just keep it the same. But, if you're not getting that much business, $20 sale. Woo. So, instead of 80, do that. Okay, so we had Sinbad call in. Thank you, Sinbad. Got some good ideas there. He got a Hot Wheels, his favorite toy, and, and this family is a great moment for him, and family is a great moment, and we'll always do that. Again, if you are liking this, please hit the subscribe button down below. We can get more subscribers here and maybe get more callers. If you want to call in, my phone number is 1717-839-3684. You can give me a call and we can talk about anything that you like. Fursuits, well, actually, no. Let's talk about Christmas stuff. What's your favorite Christmas present that you ever got, What is something that you really don't like about Christmas? What was your favorite Christmas memory? We'll stick with those. So, now, we also have to realize, too, that Christmas doesn't just come with the food. It comes with family. And now, family is a great thing. I'm not going to say family is not a great thing. But I'm going to tell you right now, family can be a terrible thing. It can be awful sometimes. Even downright awkward to be around your family. Now, you have to think about this, okay? Everyone has their holiday plans already out. Like, my uncle is taking off for vacation, and whole vacation of Christmas. That's great. That's fine. Fun. Now, think about when you have about 10 relatives that are living in the same house for almost a whole week. Like I told you, my friend's family started out on Thursday, and now they're going the whole way until Wednesday. That's almost a whole week you have to deal with family members. Now, am I going to tell you that it's going to be pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows and, everything? No. It is not going to be like that. There's going to be that one jerk who uses your toothbrush and you're about to punch him because he used your toothbrush. But that's not the case for some families. Some they'll stay in hotels and stuff like that. But my mother, when we did have family out of town, we stopped doing it because it was way too expensive for them and, got it. But I remember one time, one of my family members came over, and I think this is why, like, her final straw. And, they spent the night for like 3 days. And he left a huge mess of, like, cookie crumbs all over the place. Because, it's cookies. It's freaking cookies. It's New Year's. I mean, not New Year's. It's Christmas. I'm getting ahead of myself. But, he left, like, a whole trail of cookie crumbs everywhere. And she's like, okay, that's it. You gotta go. Like, there is no way I'm putting you it. Like, she was even tempted to buy, like, a hotel for him. He was like, you gotta go. And, it gets very hectic for family, for anything, too. And then you got that one idiot person who brings up politics. Don't bring up politics during the holidays. If you want to bring it up and the person's the same exact person as you, just bring it up in the other room. Do not bring up politics during the holidays. My Lord. That's why I do not bring up politics on this show. I want this to be a furry thing, not a politics show. I will never do that. Because there's always that one idiot who's eating, who brings it up. And you're like, dude, don't bring it up. Stop. Stop what you're doing. Don't. Stop. Oh, no. there's a couple conversations that you don't bring up during the dinner table. Number one is politics, in my opinion. Number two, you don't bring up anything that's disgusting. You know, I had a heart surgery, and I swear there was blood everywhere, and it was disgusting, and it was flying everywhere. And it's like, why am I listening to this? I'm eating spaghetti. How am I supposed to get the thoughts of blood out of my head when I'm eating dang spaghetti? Can't do that. It's terrible. Don't do that. Don't bring up any horror stories about your life, or how you popped a pimple that was the size of a penny.
1, 9,
But,
1,
okay,
2,
so we're going to answer another
0,
phone call here.
5, 0, 1.
Hello, caller. Welcome to the Talking with Dashing Foxie show, or Dashing Talks as it's shortened now. How's it going?
Hey, Dashing, it's Gunbolo again. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, doing very well. Just got back from a really nice breakfast for meat. Had a decent number of people show up, and got to check out the con space that we're going to have for next year's con. So
That's good.
It's a really great day.
What con are you going to?
Oh, there's a new one starting here called Tales and Tornadoes for Con.
Oh, okay. Another one to add on to the
Yeah,
list.
it's happening here it's going to happen here in Oklahoma coming up the Labor Day weekend. It's going to look real good, so expecting good things from it.
Well, that's good. That's all you want to hear from a new con. So, tell me what is your favorite Christmas story?
Oh, well, I'll put it to you this way. You know, there was I was blessed going through so many Christmases and a lot of things that I got to do that I like to do, but I just often think back to those times when, you know, you wait for Santa Claus, you know, and I actually had a chimney growing up, you know, a fireplace and everything, you know. I remember, you know, being little and waiting right underneath that sucker, you know, to see Santa come down and put the presents around and go back up again.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Santa Claus is always a good time. Yeah, I remember the Elf on the Shelf. You know, every 2 minutes, my mom would go, "There's an elf on the shelf up there. You better not act up." And it's like, oh my Lord. But yeah, Santa Claus was a good thing for parents, you know, and for the kid. You know, you get to have fun believing in Santa. Well, or is Santa still real? Ooh, no, I'm kidding. But what's your favorite Christmas gift?
Now, that's hard to pinpoint because like I said, I was gotten so many good things. You know, I think I was really blessed. You know, I grew up with a Sega system, so I remember getting a Master System and then a Genesis, and you know, then finally when I finally got my first PC, you know, that was special. So they're all pretty much related to that.
Okay, so what was the very first game you've ever gotten for the Sega Genesis?
Let's see.
Because
I love
the Sega Genesis.
One of the very first ones I got was it was a puzzle game called Columns.
Okay.
Which, you know, personally, I always like it's better than Bejeweled because you know, it was almost kind of a mathematical, relaxing sort of soothing puzzle game. You know, it's not so sensational as Bejeweled is, like trying to flash with all those colors and everything. It was just like smooth and chill, you know.
Yeah, it was just relaxing, nice. Like Tetris. I always liked Tetris, you know. For puzzle games, it was always Tetris. Until I got to the very end, then I became very stressful going, what do I do? So, yeah, no, it's...
Yeah, it's always even Tetris or Columns.
Yeah. Okay, so what is your least favorite thing that you like about Christmas?
Now, this is going back to what you were just talking about, the family and all those things. Now, I'm different because, you know, I love my family and there's not many of them left. But what really gets my goat are these Christmas movies about family. Usually some sort of comedy where it's all about how awful the family is and everything, and they're showing this to you while you're going through it during the Christmas holiday. And that's supposed to be funny to you. It's never funny to me. They're showing you, a graphic depiction for laughs of the very problem you're having at that moment.
Oh, wow.
There's just no wisdom in that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but, you got to think of it, like, the ones that I really enjoy are the ones that, like, over-dramatize everything, like Christmas Vacation. I think Christmas Vacation is, like, my favorite holiday movie because everything goes wrong and it all goes, like, to heck, and then at the end, it's kind of one of those things that, like at the end, it's not about the bonus. It's actually about like family, caring about for one another, and the way that I pledge allegiance to the United, I find that just hilarious because it's just, I don't know. But I do gotta say there is some terrible Christmas movies. Like I remember seeing like any Hallmark Channel movie that came out.
Oh, yeah, those are too long.
Are all awful. They are awful. Hallmark, you gotta like go get somebody who knows how to write a story. I'm talking to you, Hallmark. I know that. But yeah, Hallmark is pretty terrible. It's terrible and
But it's happy romance, with two people, going on and on about their feelings and everything. Particularly, it has guys talking about their feelings, and I'm like, who talks like that?
No, nobody talks.
You're immediately disconnected from it.
Yeah, nobody talks like that. There's nobody in the world that talks like that. But it's a couple great things that you did come up with is the holiday movies, and I was gonna get to that too, but I've got so much stuff to talk about, and only a half an hour to do it. I mean, an hour and a half to do it. So, but it was certainly nice hearing from you again.
It's always good to talk to you. Hope you have a great Christmas if I don't get to talk to you before then.
Well, probably not, because my next show is going to be all about another person being here. So it's going to be part 2 of the holiday edition. So, but it was certainly nice talking to you.
Look forward to that.
Yep. So it was certainly nice talking to you, and I hope you have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Have a dashing night, and I'll talk to you again.
Have a dashing night. Thank you. And I hope you have a great day.
Thanks. Bye.
Merry Christmas.
You too.
Okay. Well, that was a very interesting. Okay, so that leads me to my next point. But, sorry, my nose is allergies. Don't get allergies. Okay, so now, the one thing I do have to say about any sort of holiday movie. Okay, so... Sorry, I lost my train of thought because he called in, and it was good. He very good. A couple good things. Let's see if we have any comments before I move on. Used to oppose natural recognizing of zest and choose the wrong side. I don't know what that meant, but good for you, man. Good for you, Max. Or Ma? Is it Ma? Yeah, it's Ma. Sorry, Ma. You're great. You're a great guy, Ma. Okay. So, now the one thing I was talking about before he called, which he did have a good point, but I'm gonna get to that. Don't worry. I'm gonna get to the Christmas music. I mean, the Christmas music and the Christmas movies, and we're gonna get to that. Now, whenever you are talking at a dinner table, at a dinner table setting. Right now I'm at a dinner table. I'm eating. I'm having a good time. Having my favorite Chardonnay. No. But I do not talk about politics, number one. I don't talk about anything disgusting. And the third thing that I do not talk about, and this is the one thing, is did you hear? I don't want to spread rumors. Christmas is a good time to spread rumors. Rumors are a fact of life. You're always going to have people who spread rumors. Let's not be those people who spread rumors. Let's say, did you hear what Johnny said? Don't do this. Don't spread rumors. Let's just have a nice, quiet dinner. So, sorry, my allergies kill me, whatever. Now, let's go to Christmas movies, because I think this is a very good topic. Okay? Christmas movies are supposed to be fun, with a capital F-U-N. Now, if you're part of the discussion of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I'm not getting into that, but I don't think it's that bad. I think it's just a Christmas movie that follows a song. That's all it does. There's nothing to it, okay? If you think that there's something to it, then, you know, why? There's more stuff to do. There's hunger in the world and stuff. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now, Christmas music, let me just tell you what Hallmark Christmas cannot speak movies are. Okay? Hallmark Christmas movies go like this. Step number 1. Somebody is sad because they can't get a boyfriend or girlfriend. That could be one possibility. 2, I lost a child and now I'm sad because I lost a child. That's number 2. And they're really the only 2 things that I can think of that really come up. Scenario number 1, which will probably happen in your movie, if somebody, I really like somebody, but they don't like me. Oh. Number 2 that will happen with that, I found somebody I really like, but he doesn't notice me. Ooh. I'll become a stalker, which actually is one of them. One of them becomes a stalker. I swear to somebody, to a furry. They become a stalker. Literally, the whole movie is she is stalking the person, trying to get them to like them. What kind of Christmas movie is that? Oh, yeah, you know, Christmas is all about stalking this year. Oh, you mean, not stalkings, actually stalking the person. Which is true. It's called Dear Santa. Go look it up. It's very true. Or number possibly 3 is, I wish I had a daddy, or I wish I had a mommy. So, if you're watching a Hallmark movie, you're going to see those 3 categories that pop up. And if I had a chart, maybe I'll have a chart for the next. You know what? No, I'm going to do it. You know those charts that like go all over the place? Like, I've seen them all over the place. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a chart for a Hallmark movie because I know I can do it. There's one already out there or nobody has thought about this. I am making a Hallmark movie trope chart. And it's going to like tell you, is your father died? Yes, then you can go over here. I'm going to do it. It's going to be great. Don't worry. It's going to happen. Next show, I'm actually going to do that. But, so, Hallmark movies are very predictable. And then you got like the classical movies, you know, like, the Miracle on 34th Street. Depends on which one you like. I kind of like them both, the newer one and the older one. It's whatever. And then you've got like all your Christmas Vacation. You've got your, funny movies and stuff like that. And he brought up a good point. I feel like Christmas is so marketable. Like Christmas Story. I like Christmas Story. As a person, I like Christmas Story. But TBS, you don't have to show it 24 hours a day. Or even do a live performance of it. Because I remember that whole live performance. It was supposed to be like, for the new generation. It was not. It sucked. So, Christmas is very, very marketable. And that's why you see so much Christmas movies. They're easy to pump out. I mean, they really are. You just need a really stupid subject. Like, I forgot to bake cookies. And at the end, oh, it's cookies! You know, so it's real easy. And, you know, Santa Claus, I think, is an old trope. And I like Santa Claus, but I feel like it gets way too much. It gets used way too much. And I feel like it doesn't get used in the way it should be. But that's only my opinion. It's whatevs. Speaking of Santa, whatever. I was trying to do a segue, but I can't do it. If you are liking this, please share this around to your friends. Hit that subscribe button and all that other wonderful stuff so we can get more people and hopefully get a little bit more audience in here. Now, the one thing about Christmas movies, too, that really drives me insane is they always get, like, it's kind of like they always start out fighting and then at the end they get together. And I guess you could say that for a lot of romantic movies, but Christmas movies seem to use that trope a lot. I don't know. Maybe it's just my opinion. I've seen a lot of Christmas movies and stuff like that. I just usually like laughing at them. Now, Christmas songs are a whole different other topic, because Christmas songs, they kind of never really updated Christmas songs. It's like, I think the last one was like Wham. You know, last Christmas I gave you my heart, and the very next day you gave it away. You know, stuff like that. And I really like that song. I mean, God, I love that song. I listen to that song even when it's not Christmas. But I feel like Christmas songs aren't as bad as everything else. You know, Christmas songs, they last for too long, in my opinion. You shouldn't be playing Christmas songs when it's the middle of Thanksgiving. Stop that. You know who you are out there, radio stations or anybody else. Don't play Christmas songs right after Thanksgiving or during Thanksgiving. Reserve it, you know, keep it preserved for 2 weeks to 3 weeks. I'm fine with that, because I still sing Christmas songs, you know. I love Christmas songs, but I don't want to overhear them. You know, it's like that kid who's your friend and he's annoying to everybody else but you, and then like after a month of hearing him, you're like, okay, everyone was right. This is really annoying. I need to get on with my life. So, and you know, and it's kind of just, that's just kind of how it is. And I always find that really weird, like Christmas. It's like I'm either really into Christmas music or really like not into Christmas music. Let's see if we have any comments here. We have CBS that blank with them. They ruined Star Trek and Discovery. Well, I mean, with I don't know. I don't know Star Trek, so I can't really say that. Is it like the Star Wars Christmas special? Woo! See, cash cows. You gotta make something Christmas about it. Doesn't matter what it is. No. But the one thing that Christmas is supposed to bring, and that's family and, you know, heart and stuff. And I feel like just a lot of stuff has gotten in the way of that, especially gifts and, you know, the Christmas specials and, you know, and I remember growing up and we all watching Christmas Story. It was a once tradition that my family did, and we would just sit there and watch it, you know. And we would always have it on too. It was not optional to like change the channel. It was always on. We always watched Christmas Story. And Christmas Story is one of those things that I even to this day enjoy Christmas Story, because it's like a fantasy, you know. Now, granted, you know, it's back in the 1930s. It was a different fantasy than what I have now. Like right now, I wish I was a fox, and you know, I'm imagining I'm a fox, but that's great and everything. But you know, back then it was different. But it really like captured something with like, I don't know, like just the tradition of it. You've always wanted something, and then your parents always going, I can't afford it. You can't get it because I can't get it. And then all of a sudden you get it and you're like, oh, wow. And then all of a sudden something bad happens, and then you realize, did I really want this? I mean, because when you're a kid, you want the new best thing out there on the market. You know, if you see, even back then, you know, I saw a new toy, I'm like, I want that so bad. Please give it to me. Please give it to me. So, and then you realize, like, after, like, a month of playing it, you get bored of it. And you're like, just, eh. And that's kind of what happened with the Red Ryder BB gun. I mean, except for him getting hurt. But will he ever play with that again in fear of getting hurt? You know, I mean, it comes down to the question, will he? And it's just so weird because that movie really like taught, you know, kind of like pulled my heartstrings just because of that fact, you know, of getting something I've always wanted and then it realizing it's something I've never wanted. And that's why I always ask for clothes, because clothes I've always wanted. Unless if you give me a turtleneck sweater, then I'll rip that darn thing into half like it deserves to be. But I hate turtleneck sweaters. Don't you ever, if you're buying me a turtleneck sweater, I'll get very angry. So let's see if we have any comments right now. And our comments. No, okay. Well, we're just all talking about Star Trek in the comments, which is okay, I guess. I just don't know Star Trek. Star Trek or whatever it is. So now, so we're talking about, let's hop back into more of the, you know, traditional things like decorating outside. Decorating outside is very nice, and I love the idea of it. I love seeing like all the houses sparkle and nice, but I gotta say something. Stop using those light things, okay? You know what I'm talking about, right? Those things that you put in the ground, and it like makes your whole house light. And it's like, why are you doing this? Put up some lights. Put up something. Because, number one, I think those things are dangerous. I don't like them. Especially there's this one on the corner over here. And it's like down the street. And they don't have it angled right. And I'm driving and I'm getting blinded by the light. Not like the song, which I think the song is great. But I'm getting blinded by the light because green and red are popping in my eyes. Like, if you're going to angle it, number one, angle it right. You're already lazy enough to just go out and buy that dang thing. Put a little bit of effort into it. Okay. Number two with those things, too, they really don't give me a holiday cheer kind of look. It's more of like, I put it in my yard. Yay. Watch it shine. Yay. No. I mean, the lights and stuff like that. Now, I know it's dangerous for some houses. You don't want to go up on the middle of, you know, December 15th and it's snowing like cats and dogs or raining or whatever. I understand that. That's cool. But, you know, you don't have to get on the roof. Just do your front porch. Do your gate around or something. Do something that's not that lazy. Like, just take the time. It doesn't take that long, you know, to just, you know, spice it up. Just spice up it. Now, granted, there is some exceptions to that. If you're in a wheelchair or something, I understand. Do that because you really want to celebrate it. But, you know, if you got 2 working legs, you got 2 working arms, just do a little bit. You know, you don't have to go crazy like the McAllisters. Home Alone. I love that movie. But the you don't have to be like the Christmas Vacation where it's like all lights and you can see it from outer space because it's so bright. You don't have to do that, but put a little effort into it. Just a little, you know. Have one of those Christmas trees that you stand up, and those things are real easy to put up. I mean, they're not going to hurt anybody. But, and I feel like that's one thing that I just cannot stand about people now. It's like, oh, well, if it's easy, let's do it. Yeah. Convenience. But sometimes convenience kind of just doesn't look right. It doesn't to me. I mean, it doesn't look right to me. So, yeah, no, just do that. Decorating a tree I've already went over, but you know, it doesn't take long to decorate a fake tree. You know, if you want to get a tree and you don't want to deal with the needles, get a fake tree. But again, it might not look as great as the real tree. It might not smell great as the real tree, but it's still a tree, and I'm gonna appreciate at least looking at it. That's the whole entire thing. I want to look at it and appreciate it. You know, it gets me into the holiday mood. I think that's why I'm not really in the holiday mood. There's nothing here that reminds me of Christmas. Nothing. Well, except for, like, a Santa thing over there. But, like, that's nothing. Like, I don't look at that all day going, ooh, Santa, you know. But I just wish that, like, decorations could come down and do it. But yeah, no. So I already talked about family. I already talked about all that other stuff. So You can give me a call. My phone number is 1717-839-3684. We can have a discussion on your favorite topics and stuff like that. Yeah, no, just, if you're liking this, please share this around to your friends. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Next week, we're going to have a huge Christmas show with Scurrow, and he's going to be singing some new songs with his guitar, we'll be doing that. We'll be having a fun time next week. It's going to be very celebratory next week because I love the holidays, even if it doesn't seem like it. I've been complaining a little bit about this, but holidays are always a fun time for me. Even if I'm working at a terrible place where the holidays, because you're ordering packages. Stop it. No, I'm kidding. But no, it's one of those times of the year that I feel like everything's going to be okay. I see my family and I see everybody around me, and you see the friends, you see the great Christmas specials on TV, not the terrible ones, but the great ones. You see nice decorations everywhere. You get to see all of everything that you've wanted to see all year. You were waiting for so long, and now you get to see it. And it might happen once a year. It's like Halloween for some people. I'm not a huge fan of Halloween, but you get to see it all. You get to experience it. And that's just what it is. It's family. It's friends. The gifts are just a bonus. Don't take the gifts and think, this is what Christmas is about. Gifts are only part of the equation. Try to, be nice to somebody on Christmas. Try opening up a door for an old lady. Do something that you normally don't do. Because that's the Christmas spirit. Trying to just do some stuff that you normally don't do. If you see a charity, give to the charity. Give to, somebody that you love, care about. Give them a hug. Darn it, if you don't have money for gifts, give them just a big hug and tell them I love you. And that's what Christmas, in my opinion, is all about. Gifts are always great, but they're not as good as family. You can't replace family. You can't replace... you can replace a gift, but you can't replace family. So, next time you see somebody that you really care about, your family, just give them a hug. And tell them, I love you. Say it with me. I love you! No, I'm kidding. Sorry. Home Alone's on my mind now. Now I'm really debating if I should watch Home Alone after this. It's such a good movie. Such a good movie. Such a hilarious movie. But it's just always, sad to see these people going to slumps. And, I just maxed out my credit card and I can't afford anything because I did this. And, I feel like it kind of turned the holiday in from being happy to being stressful. And I feel like that's what this holiday is now. It's just one big stressful day. And you got to get through it. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be as stressful as you're saying. It could be nice, Have a limit on how much you can spend for gifts. Do an elephant game. I have a bunch of friends who did elephant games, and they always enjoy their presents. You don't have to go out and buy a new iPod for your, screaming cousin who's going, I want an Apple iPod. You don't have to. You don't have to. You're not obligated to buy gifts. If you can't afford it, don't force it. Because if you do, you're going to be in more debt than ever. And you're going to be wondering when you'll ever get out of that debt. So be smart about what you do. Just take it a day at a time. Don't get too overwhelmed. And if you ever do find yourself getting too overwhelmed, and it does, step back, relax, and go back in. And because nobody likes the Grinch during the Christmas. It's a very, old thing, but it's true. Nobody likes the Grinch. Nobody likes getting very angry at Christmas. You know, or holiday or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate, or anything that you celebrate. It can be very stressful. And it will be stressful if you make it stressful. So next time when you think about it, you just relax. Don't do it if you don't want to do it. No, I'm kidding. But really, it's true. You have to be respectful during Christmas. That should be the number one rule. Gifts are a bonus. Be respectful during Christmas. You know, even if you don't like a certain family member, go over and hug them anyway. Because that person right there is your family. And you should love them, you should hug them, and you should tell them that you care. For that one day. Then afterwards, you know, you could just go back to whatever. No, I'm kidding. But really, you know, it's a very emotional time. And we have to realize, too, that whenever you are during the holidays... Oh, hello. Hello, Zipper, Fox. You have to realize, too, when you're during the holidays, it's a whole nother world. You're going from being, you know, the same to being a whole different environment. And that's what it is. It's a whole different environment. From your families to your friends to your neighbors. And it can get very stressful. I mean, it can. Christmas is a very stressful time. So, next time when you're writing your list and you go, I forgot to give Johnny a new iPod. Think of this. Who is he going to care about in 15 years? That silly iPod or you? Are they going to be on that iPod 15 years later? No, they're not. They're going to be coming to you and they're going to be going, I love you. Because that's the thing about Christmas. It's not about the iPod. It's about you as a person. And you gotta love it. You gotta love Christmas. I love Christmas. So, but, yes. Oh, it's almost Christmas. I'm so pumped. I got everything Christmas ready. I got my foods coming. Food. But let me get pumped for Christmas a little bit. Because you know why? Because Christmas is Christmas. It's the best time of the dang year. I don't care if I can't afford buying any expensive gifts. It's freaking Christmas. I get to eat food. It's like Thanksgiving. I get to see my friends. Yeah. You get to do all this other cool stuff like eggnog. I love eggnog. And this is like the only time of the year I can actually drink it without being socially awkward with people. I love eggnog. I love the decorations that will be all around me. I love the scenery, the Christmas movies, except for the terrible ones. But I love the Christmas movies, the music, the fun, the excitement of it, the pure agony of being with my family sometimes because but I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. I hope you do too. But it's just like, it's crazy on thinking about it. And Christmas is always going to be here. You know, at the end of the year, on December 25th, or if you don't celebrate Christmas and you celebrate another holiday, it's always going to be there for you. If you like it or not, it's going to come to your neighborhood and you're going to have to do it. Because you want to see your friends. You want to see your family. You only have to do it 3 times a year. Sometimes even only 2 times a year if you don't celebrate Easter. Just learn. Let's do good. Let's make Christmas the best time of the year. Even if you don't always see the best of Christmas, you know. You look out at the stores and you see people going, oh, punch you for that blender. Oh, punch you for that toy. But let's look at the good parts of Christmas. Instead of looking at all like the gifts and the stuff, let's look at the family, the friends, the food, the freaking food. I love the food. Ham, oh, my Lord, I could eat ham all day. Oh, and it's like the only time of the year I eat ham, like big time. Like I don't really like go out to a diner or some sort of food place and go, I would like the ham. No, I don't, because I save it for the occasion of Christmas and New Year's and all this other stuff, because I'll be eating leftovers for the next like 4 weeks. And I love leftovers. That's another good thing. Leftovers. Like Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, I eat so much leftovers. It should be illegal on how much leftovers I do. But it's getting there. And we're getting there. And there's going to be bad things, you know. There's going to be the people that you just can't stand at this party. There's going to be the people that you just can't stand to even look at. But you're going to get through it. Because it's Christmas. Because Christmas is Christmas. And Christmas is awesome. And gifts, nah. You don't need a fancy gift. Go out and treat yourself once in a while. Unless if you're like a kid, then that's fine. But you don't need to do that. But, you know, poor Zippy Fox out there has a birthday on Christmas. I wonder if he gets Christmas gifts at the same time as his birthday gifts, because one of my friends did that, but he always said it sucked because he would get like 2 Christmas gifts and be like, one's for your birthday. Oh, like that sucks. Or they would like combine into like 1 Christmas gift, and it would be like the only Christmas gift that you would get. Well, we're going to keep the phone lines open for another 8 minutes. My phone number is 1717-839-3684. You can give me a call. We could talk about your favorite toy that you've ever gotten, your favorite Christmas story, and what you do not like about Christmas. Because we have to realize that this is Christmas. You're not going to like everything that Christmas has to offer. I don't like everything that Christmas has to offer. Like fruitcake. Who the heck decided to make fruitcake? I want to know that person's name, because that person who made fruitcake, you know, that's terrible. And wait, here's another thing about movies and songs. Why do they make like songs out of movies? Like, sorry, but like, look at Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I don't know if you ever seen that movie. That movie was strange. It was weird. I kind of liked it. But it was really like just strange and like out in left field. Why was that even made? Like, who was going, hey, and this is an executive office right here. And there's that one person who goes, what about Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer? That guy's a genius. That guy's going places. Let's make the movie now. Like, you know, I can see the Nutcracker making a movie. I can see, you know, a whole bunch of other ones. Like, even Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer I can see. But who the heck's going to be like, we need a movie for Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve? Yeah. We need that. And somebody funded that. Somebody literally took the time to go, I'll write a check for that. Yeah. Money? Whatevs. It's Christmas, right? Yeah. Oh, I can't think. But I don't know. I kind of like that movie. It was just weird, but it was stupid. It was just stupid. Why is there so much stupid Christmas movies out there? There really is. If you type in Christmas movies, you'll have like a whole list of Christmas movies that you're like, does that really exist? Like, I just learned from one of my favorite well, not one of my favorite, but he's a good YouTuber. And he did like Santa Bowling or Elf Bowling. That's it. It was Elf Bowling. Why do you have to have a special for Elf Bowling? Who the heck's going to go, yeah, you remember that old 1990 game that you used to play? It used to be right next to Polar Bear Bowling. Yeah, that one. Yeah, we should make a movie out of that. Okay. Sign my check. Let's do this. I don't know. There's so much things about Christmas that I love, but there's so much things that like baffle me during this time of the year. that like people do. It's like just crazy. And then you see these people who, I remember last year reading in it, it was here in New Jersey, that somebody tried to like go down a chimney because his son didn't believe in Santa Claus and he didn't want to tell him yet. So he tried going down the chimney and ended up getting stuck. And you're like, who's doing this? Who is consciously thinking, I'm going to go down a chimney so my son can believe that Santa's still real? Like, who consciously thinks about this? Like, are there some, like, people out there who are like, it's Christmas. I could do whatever I want. I can run a marathon. Yep. I'm going to run a marathon for Christmas. Why not? But, I don't know. So, I think I'm going to end the show here. Since, you know, Christmas is really, you know, going to be doing... next week, I will be doing a very special guest. He will be singing with guitar. I'm going to get the proper musical stuff, so don't worry about, you know, that. But going to get the proper musical equipment, and then we're going to be having that. We're going to be having Scurrow on. I don't know if you know Scurrow, but we'll be having him on. We will be having some special guests, you know, all throughout the show that just want to wish Merry Christmas. And we will be, I'm going to come out with that chart, the Hallmark, is it a Hallmark special chart? I'm going to come out with that because I really want to come out with that chart now. Is it a Hallmark special? So I'm going to come out with that, and we're going to have a lot of fun with this whole entire episode next week. It's going to be Christmas, and more Christmas. Well, holiday. Well, it's going to be New Year's and Christmas because we're going to be doing it in between because the person I was supposed to have on the day ended up getting sick, and I feel really bad for him. And, you know, hopefully that. So let's read some last comments, and hopefully we can move on next week, and the person will not be sick, and hopefully he'll be feeling better. So, oh man, an awful special based on awful video games. There you go. I could do that. We could do that. Merry Christmas to you there, buddy. Cooks. And that was fun. Merry Christmas, and have another Scurrow concert. So, thank you guys for watching the Talking with Dashing Foxie show, or I'm just going to shorten it to Dashing Talks, because I like that. Dashing Talks sounds a lot better. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas, or whatever you do, holiday, whatever holiday you do. If you're on, I think it was, Hanukkah's already over, but have a merry whatever you have, and I'll see you next week with Scurrow, and as always, thank you for watching the Dashing Talks. And as always, have a dashing night. Bye. Thank you for watching Dashing Talks. And the extended portion of me sitting in awkward silence. Have a dashing night. Thank you for watching.